I think that governments have to protect their minority groups because of the examples that we see in Lebanon and Bahrain. A country is only as good as how they protect their minorities, because they need to protect themselves from future revolts or from violence against these minority groups.
I believe that Arab governments shouldn't protect minorities because, let's take an example of where Muslims are not being protected in Europe and the States. So why should Arab, Arab governments protect other religions? But my point is not that against other religions, but more of that politicians or politics should have nothing to do with religions. Kind of discriminate between one religion and another. It should be equal, but not actually include any kind of religious figures or religion in their work.
Personally, I agree with the notion. I believe that although yes, there are minorities, but at the end of the day, since they have the freedom to choose the religion that they are endorsing, I believe that they should have that freedom also to practice it, to practice, not just practice it, but practice it just like the others do, with the same amount of freedom.
I think that Arab countries are undergoing social change at an unprecedented rate, and with that comes a lot of increase in the percentage of expatriates in Arab countries, which means more religious minorities that Arab governments need to pay more attention to their needs and all their requests. So yes, I think that it is of utmost importance for Arab governments to pay attention to whatever the needs of these religious minorities are, because that is essential for having a spirit of harmony between these new minorities that are being introduced to the region and the existing population.
To be honest, I think Arab governments don't need to protect the minorities, because I feel like the minorities are already protected, and it's the majority of people, who are the Muslims, that need the protection, because they're more under danger. Yet if you look at the minority communities such as the Jews, the Christians, and stuff, I feel like they're in the Arab world, amongst Arab communities, the minorities are not under threat.
If I could just read a verse of the Quran: had not Allah repelled some men by means of other men, the monasteries, churches, synagogues, and mosques, in which the name of Allah is celebrated abundantly, would surely have been pulled down. So this is a clear indication of the continued permissibility to preserve the peace and allow a sort of a gesture of goodwill, whereby the religious freedoms of Muslim minorities in the West, for example, could be protected. Because if you are not protecting the rights of religious minorities in your own countries, how can you expect that they would also respect the rights of Muslim minorities in their own countries?